Hey everybody, this is Miv. I am back with Lavender Bergamot Kitchen, and today I'm going to be making a kale salad. Um, so I am starting out with this kind of kale. It's called Dino kale or lacinato kale. Um, it is a little bit more tender than the curly kale, but if you like the curly kale, you can use that. It just takes a little more massaging. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I already washed this. I'm going to pull it off um, the stem, just like that. This part you can compost or put in your broth bag. And then I'm just going to chop it up a little bit. I tend to do little strips, sort of a very rough chiffonade. But if you like bigger pieces, that's fine. Just do it however you like it. Okay. I have the rest of the bunch in here. This is not, I don't measure anything when I make this salad, and it's a little bit different every time. So I'm going to use olive oil. Something I really like to use, but I'm not doing today, is using flavored olive oil. I have a rosemary one that's really nice. So just a little drizzle, um, maybe about a tablespoon. And then a pinch of kosher salt. Kosher salt is bigger than regular salt, so it is not as intensely salty as sea salt. So if you're using sea salt, use a small pinch to start. You can always add more salt, but you cannot take it away. So then I'm just going to massage it. And this lacinato kale it doesn't take a lot of massaging to soften it up. You can use both hands. I'm just going to do this so I keep one hand kind of clean. With the curly kale, you probably need both hands, and it's probably going to take a few extra minutes. But so you can see it's a little bit broken down, not too much. That's it. Easy. Just rinse my hand. Okay, now comes the fun part where you can flavor it however you want. So, I usually start with some kind of acid. Today I have a Meyer lemon. Sometimes I use regular lemon. I've used blood orange. I've fire cider, which we made in our wellness class, would be delicious. You can use a microplane if you want. I personally like to use this little bar tool because that way I get bigger pieces of lemon, and I love lemon. So I want it to be really lemony for myself. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. It is citrus time, so there's lots of citrus available, and you can use whatever you like best. Ooh, grapefruit would be really good, I bet. Okay, so that's pretty much the majority of the zest. And I'm gonna just chop it up a little bit so that it distributes throughout the salad a little bit more. Okay, and then I'm also gonna use the juice. If you don't have one of these juicers, they are really worth the small investment. I've had this one for a decade at least. Do you have a spoon?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so I'm just gonna add half for now. I can always add more later. So now comes the part where you get to flavor it. Um, so usually I go with whatever is seasonal. In the fall, I like to do pomegranate. In the spring, I think strawberries would be really good. Today, I have some fennel I'm going to start with. So I just want the bulb part, this part, broth bag. This, not everybody has one of these, I realize, but it is really nice for getting thin slices of fennel. It's called a mandolin. And actually, just so that I'm a responsible teacher, I'm going to use the safety. So you can see it's really nice and thin, which will mix really well with the kale. Okay, I think you probably don't want to watch me do that for a long time. So, but this is a good start. Maybe I will just give it a little extra chop. Throw that in. This fennel didn't have a ton of the leaves on top, but you can definitely add those too if you want a little extra. I am also going to add an apple because we're still getting really nice apples at the farmer's market right now. This is a pink lady. And I'm gonna cut it, kind of small. You want it to fit on your fork and into an easy bite. I think the apple and fennel is a really nice combo. And the lemon will kind of just bring it all together really nicely. Okay, so it's looking really nice already. And then I have a few kumquats, so I'm gonna throw some of those in too. I like to just slice them pretty thin, and they often have a seed or two in there, but usually that'll just come out when you're slicing it. Oh, look, 3 seeds. Another thing I like to add sometimes is grated carrot. That's a really nice way to get a little sweetness in there. You can add parsley, would be really good, or whatever kind of herbs you like. Like I said, I like using rosemary olive oil, so you could toss a little bit of rosemary in there too. That would be really nice. If you're doing it in the summer, you could do cherry tomatoes, or any kind of stone fruit would be good. And I mean, mentioning cherry tomatoes, I think cherries would be really good in the spring. Ooh, this one's very seedy. This knife is giving me a little trouble, but usually I use a serrated knife when I'm cutting citrus, and that works really well for the peel. Okay, so again, I'm not going to make you watch me cut that whole thing up, But here is what we have so far. I'm just gonna stir it all together. I would probably add a little pepper, would be nice. So look how pretty that looks. And that's pretty much it. If you like cheese, you could add feta or blue cheese would be really nice. I have some nuts I think would be kind of nice on top. This is just sort of a mixed nut arrangement. I think pumpkin seeds would be really good. Yeah, that is pretty much it. So thanks for watching, and hope you try some kale salad soon.